Well, it's done. It's over. One might say I flew too close to the sun. Icarus Uprising is easily a top 10 game for me, and is one of the many reasons I consider the 3DS to have one of Nintendo's greatest libraries of all time. There is nothing like this game. Fueled by the untampered, raw creativity of Masahiro Sakurai, Uprising took a franchise that had been dead for over 20 years and made it feel like it had never left. In a single title, we get one of the best casts of characters in any Nintendo game, some of the greatest set pieces, funniest jokes, one of the most bizarre yet enthralling stories they've ever told. Why are aliens here? To say that I love this game would be an understatement. It has single-handedly placed Kid Icarus among my favorite Nintendo franchises despite consisting of a mediocre NES platformer and a Game Boy game I've never played. So, naturally, the prospect of getting this game on the Switch was incredibly exciting. Not only would having it in HD be wonderful, but it would also give Nintendo a chance to fix some of the issues people have had with the game, primarily the controls. I personally never had that much of a problem with them, I just set the 3DS down on something while I played, but the complaints were most definitely reasonable and deserving of acknowledgement. But easily, the most enticing part of getting Kid Icarus Uprising on the Switch would be seeing it get another chance. This game didn't flop, but it definitely didn't perform as well as many of us would have hoped, and a masterpiece of this caliber selling under Yoshi's New Island has to be some form of cosmic injustice. Throughout the Switch era, Uprising has remained a highly requested game, seemingly expanding beyond its small and vocal fanbase. I have friends who've never touched the game that are rooting for it all the same simply because I won't shut up about how amazing it is and they want a chance to try it for themselves without leaving a massive dent in their bank accounts. And for a while, things seemed pretty hopeless. Until Sakurai himself creates a YouTube channel. Huh, that's pretty cool. Get some insight into development, behind-the-scenes stories, surely nothing that'll occupy my mind for months.
シンパルってな、強気ゲームとしてやりたいですよね。どこかがペロッと移植してくれないかな。
Why would you do this? It's not just that he said it. It's that he ends the video with it. It's the phrasing, the smirk. Why are you smirking so smugly? And it certainly doesn't help that a few months prior, Bandai Namco, Sakurai's Smash Bros. Buddies, posted job listings for their role in a Nintendo Remaster. And this, my friends, is where I made my fatal mistake. This is where I decided to hope, to believe. After years of refusing to buy into the hype, I was finally captured by the enthusiasm and genuinely believed we might see Kid Icarus Uprising on the Switch. What an idiot I was. Fast forward to this week and we get a Sakurai video fully dedicated to Kid Icarus Uprising, which was very exciting. I'm always down to hear more about the development process for my favorite games. And this video ended with a somewhat similar quote to the previous one, though this one sounded a little less teasy and a little more deconfirmy, with Sakurai straight up saying that without a team to work on it, a follow-up would be very difficult. But listen, I was a naive guy 2 days ago. I was coping so badly that I was able to accept this as another tease, with Sakurai saying, "Wow, if only we had some sort of team to work on this game," wink wink nudge nudge. Even under that mindset, however, I understood the fact that it would be very strange for Sakurai to tease this twice in an extremely similar way if the game really was in development, especially considering how secretive Nintendo is with their titles. But the true nail in the coffin came from Sakurai's Twitter account that night, where he once again reiterates the difficulty of both a port and a sequel, citing how expensive the process would be, and even admitting that he's considered writing a continuation just for fun. And this is where my delusions ended. There's no 5D chess here, Sakurai's not playing with us, this is just straight up not something you casually say if the game is in development. My wax wings have melted and I am now aimlessly careening through the sky. The saddest thing about this to me is that, if not now, then when? This was the best possible chance we had. Nintendo has their largest home console install base ever. The game is only a generation old. Second and third tier franchises like Metroid and Pikmin are getting love. This was the opportunity to bring this phenomenal game to a wide audience that would eat it up. Can you imagine Uprising dropping while stan culture is a thing? Do you know how many of these characters would have their own ravenous fan bases? All of them! But hey, you know what? That's on me for getting my hopes up. At least at the end of the day, I can take Sakurai's advice and get the game on my 3DS. Thanks, Nintendo.